Are all Christians called to be part of world evangelism? Welcome to Ask Team. The short answer is yes, but before you quit your job and book the next flight overseas, know that being involved in evangelism doesn't necessarily mean full-time vocational ministry in a faraway place. It might mean that, but it also might not. Let me explain. God calls every Christian, not just a select few, to make disciples of all nations. In Matthew 28:19-20, Jesus tells his followers to go and make disciples of all nations. When we as English speakers look at the Great Commission, we tend to put an emphasis on go, like go is the main command, and make disciples is the secondary part. And that makes sense. That's how it looks and sounds in English. But if you read the verse in the original Greek, you'll see that the imperative command is actually on make disciples. Jesus is commanding his followers to make disciples, not to go to some faraway land. And making disciples means being involved in world evangelism. But that looks different for different people. For some, the call to make disciples looks like full-time vocational ministry, somewhere far away from where they were born and raised. And that's great! In fact, Team works with these people who feel international mission work is how God has called them to make disciples. But for other people, making disciples means staying right where they are. The Great Commission tells us to make disciples of all nations, and that includes the nation where you live and work. Team also has opportunities right here in North America. But you don't have to go into full-time ministry to make disciples. No matter where you are, no matter what career you have, and no matter what skill set you have, God can and will use you to make disciples and further His kingdom here on earth. More and more Christians around the world are learning to view their time in a secular workplace as intentional opportunities to share Christ. So yes, God does call every Christian to be involved in world evangelism. But there are traditional and creative ways to fulfill the Great Commission and make disciples wherever God has you right now. Thanks for watching. But now we want to hear from you. What questions do you have about missions? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll try to answer them for you. And who knows? Your question might be featured on the next episode of Ask Team. See you next time.